Hello, Magik Travel Center. Please, I paid an agent money to help me apply for a New Zealand visitor visa, but he gave me a fake visa. I went to the airport to confirm if the visa was original, but they told me it was fake. I really want to go to New Zealand. Please, can you help me apply? I will be waiting for your response. Thank you so much. I'm reading message that I get almost regularly in my email. Another one says, "Hi Magik, I am from Ghana. I told an agent to help me apply for a New Zealand visa. After 5 days, he told me that my visa is out and then he sent me NZETA, meaning the New Zealand Electronic Travel Authorization. Please, can I travel to New Zealand with NZETA?" Okay, another one said, "Hello, Magik Travel Center. Please, can you help me apply for a New Zealand visa? Last month, I gave one of my agents money to help me apply for a visa to New Zealand. After some weeks, he told me that my visa was denied. I asked him to send me the letter they sent that I was denied, but since then, he didn't send me anything. I think he scammed me. Maybe he didn't apply. Please, can you help me apply? I trust your company." So these are the common messages I receive weekly concerning New Zealand visas. Now, in this video, I will do my best to give you tips on how to detect red flags early when you are dealing with an agent concerning New Zealand visas, so you don't easily lose your money. The truth is, you cannot totally eradicate scams when it comes to travel and visa application. In fact, scam is not just only in the travel industry, scam is everywhere. So in every walks of life and in every country, you have different people scamming for different reasons. So it is now your responsibility to be able to detect red flags when you are dealing with an agent concerning New Zealand visitor visa, so that you don't lose your money easily. So first of all, I want you to understand that New Zealand visa is not as easy to get like people paint it on the internet. I see a lot of videos on the internet that says we'll give you New Zealand visas in 1 day or 2 days like that. You should understand that New Zealand immigration operates a robust visa application system governed by strict rules and policy. Thereby, if you miss one rule or one policy, it can affect the general outcome of your visa application. With this understanding, I want you to know that no visa agent can promise you 100% visa guarantee, especially when it comes to New Zealand visa, because the outcome of your visa is only determined by the visa officer that is reviewing your application. Some agency or agent will start giving you that assurance that they give you 100% visa guarantee so that you can easily make payment. As you make payment, everything changes, the story changes. So you should be very watchful. Once the agency is trying to convince you, telling you 100% visa guarantee, then be very careful about it. As of October 2025, according to the Global Passport Ranking System, New Zealand passport is ranked number 4th in the world, ahead of USA, UK, Australia and Canada, which means New Zealand passport holders can access 190 countries visa-free or visa on arrival. Now, you will not expect such country with such global ranking to just hand over visa to random application. So for a New Zealand visa to be granted, whether study, work or visit, your application must be creative, it must be strategic, it must have a clear purpose of visit, and importantly, it must fall under the lawful purpose of visit as stated by the New Zealand immigration. So with this knowledge, if an agent is applying for a New Zealand visa for you, you must ask your agent what type of visa he or she is applying for and what is the purpose of your visit. So if your agent is genuinely applying for your visa application to New Zealand, you must ask your agent what type of visa is he or she applying for. And also you must ask what will he or she put as your purpose of visit, especially when you are applying for a visitor visa to New Zealand, because your visa must have a clear purpose of visit. It must fall under the lawful purpose of visit to New Zealand as given by the New Zealand immigration. So if your agent is not able to provide such answer, and then you can reason it, you can understand that, okay, yes, this thing makes sense, then you should be very watchful of that agent, because you cannot just apply for a New Zealand visa without no purpose or without a clear or specific purpose of visit to New Zealand. Beware of agent or travel agency that promises fast approval, like your visa will be approved within 4 to 10 days. You should understand that it is only the immigration that determines when your visa will be out. While officially, according to the Immigration New Zealand on the website, it can take 1 week to 2 months for a visa decision to be made. But you should understand that it is only the immigration and the embassy that will determine when the visa will be out. They have had series of experience where visas are delayed. So if an agency want to work with you, they should be able to tell you the truth, that it is only the visa officer or the embassy that will determine when your visa will be released. You understand? So these are little tips you can use to detect red flags. Let me give you a bonus point. If you are using an African passport, especially passport categorized under the third world country, and then your agent or your travel agency is applying for you to visit New Zealand for the purpose of holidaying, sightseeing, or exploring New Zealand, you should already understand that those type of application would always most likely be denied for the purpose of no ties to home country or no lawful purpose of visit. There are about 34 visa streams under the New Zealand Visitor Visa Program. So if you want higher chances, there are some type of visa streams that will increase your chances to get visa approval for Africans, especially those ones categorized under the third world country. So your agent should be able to explore other means and not just only applying for tourism, holiday, sightseeing, because most of those visas will get denied. I'm talking about what is happening in reality, because I get such emails almost every day that my visa was denied because of low ties to home country or lawful purpose of visit. Beware of agencies that are promising you that they will do visa for you, and then you go to Fiji Island. From Fiji Island, you will use ship or you will use boat to cross into New Zealand. It is illegal, and most of the time it might not be possible. You will just waste your time, risk your life, and then at the end of the day you will still not enter New Zealand, because there is immigration police everywhere. In every entry point to New Zealand, you have the New Zealand immigration police there. So if you are not meeting the requirements, you will not be allowed to enter into the country. If your agency is already telling you this, you should beware, because they just want to collect your money and put you at risk or put you in trouble. Eventually you will lose that money and you will not achieve what you hate to achieve. So I believe that with these few tips, you can now easily detect if an agent or a travel agency is genuine to you before you hand over your money to that agent or travel agency. I made a video on the 23rd of June where I was explaining the hidden truth about visa application. The video is on our YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook. You can go there to watch it. In that video, I explained the business side of visa application by most of these countries. You should understand that most of these countries generate billions of dollars from visa fee alone. So sometimes, even if you meet all the requirements, they can still deny your visa. And at the end of the day, all the money you use within that process will be lost, because most countries will not return your visa application fee. And then if you have also paid for school fees, if you are going for study, or you are booked hotel, most of the time you will not get this money back. So it is my advice to you that never use all your savings to apply for a visa, that if the visa eventually gets denied, it will affect your life financially. Always remember that you can only use less than 30% of your money, of your savings, to apply for a visa. So if eventually the visa gets denied, you will not be affected financially. And then you can take your time again, recoup or gather the money again, and then reapply again. Because if you are consistent, one day you can eventually get your visa application approved. And on that note, if you need assistance for your visa application to any part of the world, kindly contact Magik Travel Center, and we are available to help you from start to finish. Thank you, and see you in my next video.